I thought I was gonna need more time, but I'll be honest, I probably don't. Because I'm all comfy under the kotatsu. Today, here in beautiful Alberta, we had like 100-kilometer-an-hour winds. It was messed up. I'm glad that I stayed inside all day. Is this music from Sam and Max? No, this is the Lupin Ranger versus Pat Ranger pension theme. So, I guess for those of you guys who aren't in the know, Lupin Ranger vs. Pat Ranger is one of the seasons of Super Sentai, which is what Power Rangers is based off of. It's also one of the seasons that they're probably not going to be releasing as Power Rangers because of its theme and the difficulty of, well, doing a Cops vs. Robbers Power Rangers season. But it's got some really, really good music, so... I did. I have watched through 2 Super Sentai seasons in my life. One of them was Resha Sentai ToQger, and the other one was Lupin Ranger vs. Pat Ranger. Those were the only 2 that I liked enough to keep watching. Should have just been Lupin Ranger. Honestly, I was only rooting for Lupin Ranger. But you guys aren't here for talk about Super Sentai. You're here for some Kingdom Hearts. Sorry, I have bad taste in Sentai. I just hold Super Sentai to a different standard than Kamen Rider. I like the Super Sentai ones that are, like, lighthearted and fun, which is most of them, but specifically ToQger, even, like, the villains were kind of chill comparatively. Plus, it's got a sick theme song. Same with Lupin Ranger. I have to watch Kyoryuger and Gokaiger. I've been told. It really makes sense that Kyoryuger, like, was also one of the most popular Power Rangers seasons, if it was that good. Oh wait, that's the first Kingdom Hearts, never mind. We already beat that. Wait, that was Kingdom Hearts 2. God. Starting off strong, guys. Began keeping record of everything you play, watch, read in the diary. That way you know when you watched it, your initial thoughts and other predictions. Ooh, that's really cool. That would actually make for a super unique experience. I hope that pays off, Pepper Shaker. The Persona 5 Phantom Thieves as Power Rangers? Yeah, I guess that was the vibe that Lupin Ranger was supposed to have, but it didn't really accomplish as much. But I think like a full-on just Phantom Thieves Power Ranger season would be really fun. Don't really care to keep secrets in, just want to look back on it? Absolutely! Have a bit of an inventory myself, but never made a profile on my anime list. Yeah, I live in the moment, yeah? Seeing Meg scares you slightly? Alright, I don't think I'm supposed to go back here, am I? Because that's Spicy Town. And we just came from there. So last time I was made a man, and then I quelled the beast and witnessed the badassery of Boron. Boron was great. I am so glad we got to meet him. No, I think you're right on the money. Justifies. What up, Meg? You're right, let's go into the Coliseum. What's up, Phil? Alright, guess we're doing practice. Let's break some pots. This would be really nice with the dodge roll. I'm gonna keep complaining about not having the dodge roll until I actually get it. Volume sounds low? Give me 1 sec then. I found that volume between games is kinda weird right now. Oh, okay. No, just know that if you guys have any audio issues on my end, I'm glad to listen to it, because I want to keep this good for everyone. Hey! Any anime recommendations? Well, except for the strong thematic focus. No, I mean, the #1 thing that I tell people is to rewatch Death Note. But, what do I have? What do I have on the back burner for anime? It was a bit shaky starting out, but Grand Elm had a really strong focus on what it means to, I guess, be... Next one. I guess, yeah, I could have ended it there. What it means to be. Game's a bit too loud over my voice? Okay. That should be alright. Man, I have not watched a lot recently, though. Actually, so one of the shows that I did watch that I really enjoyed, it was a magical girl anime that focused more on the relationship between the main girls, as opposed to a lot that was going on. So it kind of ignored most of the action segments in favor for... And I say ignored very literally. I guess more along the lines of the action segments were a vehicle for the rest of the series and for the relationships. It was called Flip Flappers. I was really a big fan of that one. Yeah, Flip Flappers I think was like a 12-episode one. Nope, magic does not do much. Yeah, I've heard great things about Devilman Crybaby. Joker was the Red Ranger, Ryuji was the Yellow Ranger, On white, Makoto black, Yusuke blue, Haru pink, Mona the Special Ranger. I can see that. Oh, I think it was just because I missed It Justifies. When I was trying to think of anime that I have watched. Hey, Herc is back. Oh, where are you going, Phil? I'll miss you and your really, really good Danny DeVito impression. I'm going to guess that's somebody with Hades. We're so different. I can do melee well, but I swing more on magic. Typically use Wind and Thunder to boost my physical. Different playstyles are a lot more fun to watch, in my opinion. If I watch somebody who would do the exact same thing I'm doing, then I'm like, oh, I may as well just play this myself. But if I watch somebody playing something completely differently, I'm so invested. So I hope you get that out of this, Justifies. Most of your favorites are... Sorry? Only several episodes. Fooly Cooly is 6, Only Yesterday is a 2-hour movie, and Yokohama Kadashi Kiko, the show that you just watched, is 2 episodes? Okay. Afro Samurai is dope.
Feeling under the weather? You know, I thought staying in perfect shape was part of the hero job description. You know what I'm saying.
Oh, right.
Watch
Hades,
anything on
we gotta
Anime
talk.
Bomb that was really good?
I came to share a bit of mildly interesting news. Seems your dear, sweet little nutmeg
I mean, my favorite story arc in anime
went and
is
got herself lost in the
how
underworld.
Simon from Gurren Lagann gained his
You mean you
self-confidence.
kidnapped her?
Well, maybe. But why get caught up in the details? You can't leave now. Okay, you've got a very important match today against, the bloodthirsty Hydra! I mean,
Yeah,
if you don't stick
crazy.
around, who knows what kind of accidents might happen.
Yeah, it's okay, I got this.
Yeah, accidents you cause.
Like I said, details. Who needs them?
You're just a coward.
Ah, well, can't all be heroes.
That's fair. I agree that sometimes you just can't be a hero. Being a hero
Can you
kind
handle
of
this?
defeats the point of doing some stuff.
Junior heroes, Donald.
You take care of the Hydra. We'll handle the rest.
I'm counting on you.
Sometimes you
Gotta
gotta
find
do what
Meg.
the heroes can't and fight dirty. That's the way to get things done. Bob's character arc is one of your favorites. Mob vs. Teru is your favorite anime fight because it's the truest to the show's message and executes it perfectly. Mythological Heracles definitely did have anger issues, but he did manage to temper it in the end before Hera ticked him over. I'll admit, I never actually read the original mythology for Heracles. I only really read parodies of it growing up. Parodies as in, like, novels based on the mythology and comic books. Oh, and of course, the movie Disney's Hercules. Phil, what the hell? Assume Heracles will appear in Hades at some point, so I can't wait to see how that goes. I think I remember somebody saying that he was a character, yeah. I also read a really cool, like a really neat comic on Twitter about the relationship between, I think it was Theseus and Asterius, like via the context of Hades. And it was just like how Theseus has a deep, like, appreciation for Asterios, and how that kind of tempers Asterios's, well, experiences. Also, they're, like, super gay for each other, but that's neither here nor there. Wow, Phil. Thanks. Thanks for the confidence. There's actually an in-universe reason as to why Heracles was so naturally extra. Overly sarcastic productions? Okay. You like the arcs, as say, the Team Galactic arc from Diamond Pearl or the Team Flare arc? Okay. So, like, just story arcs in general for long-running series. If that's the case, then, if we're talking anime, then I would have to say Diamond is Unbreakable. But, if we're allowing it to go forward into manga, I would say Steel Ball Run. Both from, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Theseus, who didn't be great to Minotaur, it wasn't his fault he was a monster, he simply saw it as a necessary action. Theseus as ex Asterius. Now that's a ship of Theseus. That was a good one. That was a real good one, Pepper Shaker.
Thanks. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed it.
So, I have some homework to do, oddly enough, for the stream. Because we're going to be going right into the Kamen Rider 50th Anniversary celebration stream on Saturday. Because that was the air date of the first episode of Kamen Rider in 1971. But I want to do it on New Game Plus, and I realized I haven't actually beaten the game yet. I'm really close to the end, I just gotta finish it out, but I gotta do that before Saturday. Okay, so even within arcs. Because if we're boiling it down to that, then I would have to say the Mandem arc of Steel Ball Run, or I would have to say, man, there were a lot of really good arcs in Part 4. I'd have to say the Stray Cat arc with Kosaku, because it kind of humanizes the villain and makes him feel a lot more charismatic. Like not just specifically the Kosaku arc, but his interactions with Stray Cat and its little mini arc. I could also say the Shigechi arc because I was really happy when Shigechi died. I did not like Shigechi. He sucked. His team name was Alcides? But when his divine heritage was discovered, his mother abandoned him and he was imprisoned. She feels that. Yeah, it is Zeus. Especially, like, mythology Zeus. Also, your friends and I have decided that you're gonna go to those the Aftons from Five Nights at Freddy's. That'll be fun. I hope you guys really enjoyed that group cosplay. Dark Tournament arc from Yu Yu Hakusho or the Gold Saint Gemini arc. Literally everyone that I've interacted with recently has brought up the Dark Tournament arc of Yu Yu Hakusho. I even got like a private message on Twitter about it. Artemis found the baby and took pity on him, bringing him to Hera and asked her to nurse him. This gave him even more divine energy from the direct goddess, but he was a toothed baby, fighting her teeth and getting thrown out for his trouble. Unfortunate. Also unfortunate, I probably should have pressed the triangle button. Probably should have pressed the triangle button. Yeah, I'd have to agree, specifically in the West. No, I mean, it's Daybreak's hypothetical, so it's their rules. I still want to figure out how we can do a, Carson finally watches the Boo arc series on stream. It would be nice to, like, just chill out and watch the parts of Dragon Ball Z that I didn't watch. We'd be watching Kaido, because I heard that there was a lot of really bad filler in the Boo arc. Yeah, exactly, Pepper Shaker. Heracles is taken back, given his new name to try and appease Hera. Didn't work, Sensei killed him, but less than 2-year-old Herc strangled them. I know that it won't portray mythology or anything, but all this talk about ancient Greece once is making me want to play Assassin's Creed Odyssey again. I really enjoyed them changing the formula with Origins, and I think Odyssey kind of streamlined it. OG Boo had the best dialogue. Yeah, it's really, really hard to balance like what you like about the original series and like how streamlined Kai is.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Grant. It'd also be cool to rewatch like OG Dragon Ball, but I'm not sure how many people would be on board with that because it's a lot lower stakes than Dragon Ball Z. It's definitely it feels like a completely different ride. Went on a lot of adventures, but the beginning to his epic prologue was when he murdered his music teacher when he got too frustrated. Was told to repent by becoming a shepherd. Dang. Went to Dragon Ball through original Dragon Ball manga, though you watched Dragon Ball Z as an anime. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I had access to the Dragon Ball manga when I was younger, actually. That was... Actually, it's really cool. That was the first thing that I got from the library when I got my library card. I even still, to this day, have my original, like, 90s-ass library card. Ooh.
Huh? Oh, you!
Oh, hey, it's Demix!
Wait a sec. Roxas?
Excuse me?
Roxas? Oh, it's no use.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Let's see here. If the subject fails to respond, use aggression to liberate his true disposition.
Demix is
Right.
just here for the ride.
They ever picked
He,
the wrong guy for
he
this
doesn't even
one?
give a fuck about Organization
You're
13. He just wants to vibe. I love him.
Oh,
He's gotta be the thief!
Now that's just plain rude.
Yeah! Found a second love with Megara and had children, but Hera still hated him, so he struck him with the spell of madness and killed her and the children. Oh boy. Yeah, he's got the David Bowie costume.
yeah.
It's really taken back when your school library had a book with a fair amount of nudity in it. Mm-hmm.
Back off. Yeah. Take this. Oh yeah. Take
Man,
this.
Triangle is like a big deal.
Oh yeah. This is it.
Triangle's making this fight a lot easier than it would be.
Yeah.
Magic would come in real handy. I'm doing pretty well with Triangle, all things considered.
This is it. Yeah.
Not bad, Roxas.
Oh, thank you, Demix. I don't expect you to understand. Not you,
Roxas,
Kakarot.
Come back
I
to
sent
us.
myself into a cold oblivion, and I did it all on a lie! The Saiyan Prince will not fail again! Sorry, I couldn't do the full powered last line because I have other people in this house that I need to worry about. When I can get
Let's
to a
go.
place where I can
Meg needs our
soundproof a
help.
room, I'll be able to go just full audio. Frieza really became a caricature after the Frieza saga? No, he got domesticated. He got domesticated and also became more aggressive. It was kind of weird. The fact that Vegeta never ended up having a major character moment where he called Goku by his chosen name. Honestly, I think that's a really big part of Vegeta's character, to just not call him Goku. Well, thank you, Temix. What a cool guy. The Frieza saga, he was like, prison rules, no fair fights, and took Goldo out by surprise. In the Cell saga, he all of a sudden started to be like, I'm gonna do this on my own, rah rah rah. I guess, but a lot of that would have to be because of proximity to Goku. Again, life on Earth changed Vegeta on a fundamental level.
Yeah. Yeah.
Plus, it feels like it's a lot different because Vegeta had been trying to, like, do something about the Frieza Force for a while. So he had, like, higher stakes. Mind you, I haven't watched Dragon Ball Z since, like, the early 2000s, so... Semi-Perfect Cell was the last time Vegeta was on top in battle. Oof.
Yeah.
Man, I think it's hilarious how inevitably at some point in the Kingdom Hearts stream we're gonna be chatting about Dragon Ball Z Abridged. It happens so naturally. Originally it annoyed me that death wasn't really an issue in Dragon Ball. However, I think it ended up being creative where the fighters are more or less resources. Mm-hmm. Well, that's the thing. Stakes are
Almost
different in the Dragon Ball universe because of the Dragon Balls. Which is why it's a real big issue to keep Piccolo alive until Dende comes around. And in my opinion, that's why I think the show should have ended with the Cell arc, because they didn't have the danger of losing the Dragon Balls, because Dende's kind of just... there's no danger of Dende going away.
Now have a nice day.
Later. Its influence is better in
Sora,
Japan than in
behind
America
you.
because they have the full context both as the manga and
What's wrong?
Journey to the
Can't
West.
fight in the underworld? Oh, boo, hoo, hoo!
Better think again.
Team 4 Star is the only time we'll get an American version of Dragon Ball Z. At the very least, an American script. And honestly, I think that they had a lot of respect for the source material, but also they characterized. I think that they characterized a lot of the characters better, especially by keeping Piccolo, Nail, and Tommy as like thought buddies. It was a nice way to keep those characters in the game, even though they were out of the game. Please, Cracker.
Help me! Fight!
Alright, Goofy, we're Pete, stop, please. Thank you. Also, juggle Pete's jiggly ass.
There's
Really
too many!
surprised to learn Sips is not based on the Monkey King. I assumed he was a reference to how Wukong took Sips from the Elixir of Immortality. Yeah, you'd think so, but no, Sips was just a natural progression.
Sorry I'm late. Get get Meg out of here. I'll meet you back at the Coliseum.
What about you?
I'm gonna show these guys what happens when they mess with a true hero.
And don't worry. I do not have any comment on Dragon Ball Evolution because
Now,
it does
wait
not
a
need to
sec.
be spoken of.
Cool.
Yeah,
Sora,
no, the whole Sun
I
Wukong
won't
thing
leave
for
him.
Sips
You'll
was
be
just
okay.
sort of
Look, even Herc has his limits.
a funny
Can't keep winning
accident.
forever.
Then we'll go back him up.
For a while, even I thought that it was a reference. Oh, geez, yeah, Sora does keep Valor Form in the cutscene. That's really cool. Herc, you're not doing so hot. Still better than Shyamalan's non-existent movie that we don't talk about in Ba Sing Se. Let's be honest, that movie was one of the war crimes that were committed in Ba Sing Se. Man, I should probably consider chucking the potion. That's true. If we're comparing DBE and and Shyamalan's The Last Airbender.
He's invincible. Get out of my way.
I know justifies. I'm pretty sure it's just played for laughs, mostly. Damn, Pete. You're not really doing very well there. In the words of a great man, that's just like
I'll deal with
your
you
opinion,
nitwits
man.
next time.
Oh,
Could today possibly get any better? This time, Wonder Breath is going down for good.
Wonder Breath? Okay. I almost heard Wonder Bread. And honestly, that's kind of the level of plain purity that Hercules is. Damn. Ha! Oh. I went past it too quickly, but he made the pun sticks and stones because it's the river Styx, get it? That's a pun that only works in text. Fate stay nice, Heracles can qualify for 6 out of the 7 basic classes. I was gonna say, yeah, I don't think I've ever seen him as a caster, so... Yep, absolutely justifies.
Champ, you're safe.
I failed.
It's not your
God
fault.
damn, though.
I left everyone
It
unprotected.
would be a much different
Hades was right.
story
I'm just
if
a washout.
Heracles was summoned
come
as a
on,
saber
champ.
or a rider.
I didn't train you to think like that.
Wonder Boy.
Phil's right. This is no time to beat yourself up.
I'm some hero.
If I remember correctly, wasn't he summoned as an archer at one point? Or did I read the wiki wrong?
Don't suppose you got room for one more?
Yeah, Phil, do it.
We're in.
Let me explain. Oh, I was kinda hoping that I could stay up there. Damn. Okay, maybe I go for the tail? No, not gonna let me go for the tail. Time to go for the headback. When your friend was over on your birthday, learned that didn't know what an abridged series is, then immediately after introducing him to the Mountain Goats, which is important for context, decided to show him the history of the Future Trunks episode. Then, background music, I heard it. No children by the Mountain Goats. Friends say he's never seen you react so impulsively. It's always great when you revisit media and realize it has like an extra layer of like that you can appreciate. Fate's Strange Fate, light novel series. Heracles was summoned by Scum of the Earth. They were so incompatible that he has sort of cursed and turned into a pseudo-Avenger. Damn! He was stripped of his divinity, therefore his god hand, or deep hatred for the gods. Oh boy! But this is gonna be harder now, isn't it? Yeah. Sora, that was the wrong choice that you made. Sora should at least there was a school on the Destiny Islands. We established that. He should at least know that Hydras, when you cut off their heads, will come. Kind of cool dream of live action DBZ movie based on 16, 17, and 18 taking up Kill Goku program. There we go. Oh, jeez. Gotcha, Phil. Sorry, Phil was making a very big, okay. Look away for 1 second and I missed the big time event. Kill Goku program is erased, and now they are finding out their powers with Z Fighters and Vegeta are still conscious. That would be a fun story. Defeated his 12 flavors was so deeply etched into his legend that he has a substitute Noble Phantasm to replace it. He's ordered 12 flavors. Ooh. Really hope the Five Nights at Freddy's film ends up being up to par after 6+ years. It was really interesting because so the Five Nights at Freddy's film, they start filming in like a month, and also Markiplier is going to be gone for a month. So people are speculating that he's going to be in the movie in some capacity, which should be kind of interesting. You know, I could probably use my Valor form here, but this is kind of cool. I really appreciate being able to fly Pegasus. I should have whipped out my Pegasus plushie for this. I actually was able to meet Markiplier in 2012. Was it 20? Yeah, I think it was 2012. And he was like super chill. I think that was like earlier on in his career too, so you know, it was cool to see somebody like not specifically in the front. Peace Order is basically 12 Noble Phantasms in one. For example, later, since he is a berserker, he has access to 2 other Noble Phantasms. One natural, the other unnatural. That's really cool. I don't think I'm going to be able to get into light novels for a while because I'm still going through the Arsène Lupin books, and I have to reread, well, not reread, I have to read The Count of Monte Cristo. You guys alright? Yeah. Hope it goes for the story of William Afton, the founding of Fazbear's Family Diner, to Afton's death in the suit. Mark said he'd be the lead, but I don't think he'll be playing Afton, so he'd likely be playing Henry. Okay. I'll admit, Five Nights at Freddy's came a bit after my time. Like, I wasn't really into the genre of jump scares, so...
I let you down. I'm just... no use.
I haven't
It's not
even
your
played
fault.
any of the games, to be completely
Hey, even a
honest.
god
I've
would be
watched people play them,
exhausted.
but I haven't played them myself.
She's right. Give yourself a chance to rest.
Since he isn't a berserker,
There
he
won't
has
be any
access to his
games for
signature
a while
technique, Nine
anyway.
Lives. It's less a weapon and more universal technique that can be used with any weapon.
Don't worry about Wonder Boy
Okay.
here. I'll look after him. Sora,
I can see how that would
Donald,
link together with
Goofy,
Nine Lives
I
Blade
owe
Works
you
then.
big time.
Hey, it's no big deal. Just
More
let us
about
know if Hades
tension
or the
and
Heartless
scares
start
themselves?
acting up. We'll take care of it.
I honestly don't think that my demeanor is good for jump scare games, because
When did you three make Hero?
my
Let's
reactions
save
aren't
that for another time.
that
we have to
strong
hit the
to jump
road.
scares. Or the tension,
Okay.
for that matter.
Don't be strangers.
Gosh, I hope you feel better soon, Hercules.
Yeah.
I'll never say that I'm fundamentally incompatible with a genre of
take
game,
care, you guys.
but
Stay a little
I can
longer
definitely
next
agree
time.
that
We got some
something might not
serious training to
necessarily be
catch
for
up
me.
on.
Well, time to go. Oh, I almost forgot. The Olympus Stone.
Yeah, I really appreciate when just stuff in general has deep, deep lore. Like Bionicle. As Berserker, even though he has the battle skills instinctually ingrained, he lacks the motor skills to pull off Nine Lives. Hero could, however. Okay. Alright, well hey! We beat Olympus Coliseum. I gotta figure out, because in Kingdom Hearts 1 we used the Coliseum for, I guess, predictions and wagers. Maybe we'll do that again. See if I can get... Ooh, Hero's Crest is a cool one. Maybe I'll swap that out
And
for
where
King Key
is
in my Valor
everyone
form.
else?
Beats me. They must have had some other matters to deal with.
Matters? You mean they have more important affairs to attend to than my return?
Maleficent, I'm sorry
Well,
to say,
see,
but
there's
you're
this
not the main
Organization
antagonist of
13 that
this.
keeps getting in the way.
Let those fools play the little
Isn't
game.
Nine Lives the film where Kevin
But
Spacey
what
is made
about
into a
that run
cat?
with the Keyblade? He's been a real pain too.
Oh, has he?
When you had Nutrient Z deficiency?
Very well then. I suppose you'd best tell me what's happened during my absence.
I don't think I've ever heard of that.
Oh, Now I wonder where that old album could be. Queen Minnie! It's horrible!
It sucks balls. I can believe it. A deficiency in anything does not sound like a good time.
What's wrong in the hall of the cornerstone? There's real sharp thorns everywhere!
Oh wow. If it's thorns, then it's probably Maleficent.
Oh, King Mickey, I wish you could hear me. The castle is in danger.
You
We've got
felt
to
it
do
looked like
something
death. Even
soon.
your parents and doctors notice it. Ooh.
Donald? Goofy? Where are you?
Oh hey. I think it's telling us to go back to the castle. Doesn't look like I can edit stuff here. Alright, let's go to Disney Castle then.
This is your castle. Must be nice to be home, huh? Well?
You know, something just don't feel quite right.
No? Between Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, she has activities in Union Cross, and it's had its second to last story update in a few days and dropped some bombshells. Okay.
Move it! Let's go!
Yeah, I still have to go through some of the story, so all I'm at is like the end of the Wreck-It Ralph arc. I don't think I've had any, like, outside of Wreck-It Ralph stuff pop up yet. Maleficent? Where's everybody? Peter? Well, Peter? I mean, technically, I guess his name is Peter, so... Well, Jafar's imprisoned in the land. Payfar. Oh boy. So where's Mickey Mouse Clubhouse on Disney Junior coming to Kingdom Hearts timeline? Same with all the other Disney afternoon shows. I swear, we're going to get a game where it's like House of Mouse is the hub world, and then like we watch Gargoyle, like we play through Gargoyles and like the Aladdin animated series. Gravity Falls, yeah. I can see Gravity Falls working as a Kingdom Hearts world, just because of, you know, the world. Aside from Kingdom Hearts Insider and Everglow collecting and translating cutscenes, there's a group project going around to honor the game, most likely making a high-quality movie with cutscenes. That would be good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here, Doll, you can take care of that while I get that treasure chest. In hindsight, maybe I should have unlocked some abilities before I went into fighting. Miss Mosenrath. He was a cool dude. Mosenrath and Abismal.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I guess I'm saying something. Thank you for redeeming it, Pepper Shaker. Let's see. What's in my repertoire today? How about... I think I already did Old Fashioned by Panic. Don't forget to lock on? Okay. That's a good song that I know, that I've listened to recently. How about that one from Guilty Gear? I know it's like one stream too early, but I kind of want to do it. I, unfortunately, do not know the House of Mouse Club song. I'm so sorry. I could do a Disney one. What's in my Disney repertoire? I already did I Won't Say I'm in Love. But I feel like I have to do Disney now since it's, I'm so sorry, Justifies, but oddly enough, House of Mouse was past my time. It was airing when I was too old for it. Let's just go and, I mean, I was gonna say try everything in Zootopia, but I can't for the life of me remember anything past the, oh! Song's been around for almost a century? Yep, and by the time I was listening to it for the first time, I felt like I was too old for Mickey Mouse. It's odd that way, you know, when, media just feels childish to you as a child, and then you treasure it later. I'm trying to remember Disney movies. Maybe we are too old for... Oh, I think I might know. Let's see how much I know without having to look it up. I have often dreamed of a far-off place where a great warm welcome will be waiting for me, where the crowds will cheer when they see my face, and a voice keeps saying, this is where I'm meant to be. I will find my way. I can go the distance. I don't care how far. Somehow I'll be strong. I know every mile will be worth my ride. I will go most anywhere to feel like I belong. Kinda want that crown. Thanks for redeeming that, Pepper Shaker. Sorry it took so long for me to think of a Disney song, even though like they are so damn prevalent.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll be honest, I'm kind of spacing on what I need to do here. So, was I supposed to defeat all the Heartless? I was so focused on trying to remember Disney songs that I forgot what my goal was. Okay, good. I need to kingdom all the hearts. I mean, what is defeating all the Heartless but kingdoming all the hearts? And putting them in a kingdom of pain. Alright, I'm spamming the lock-on button like Justify suggested. So hopefully we'll catch them eventually. I also need to grab this. Well, maybe I don't have the stats for it yet. I haven't been swallowed by a whale, so I don't get Ultra Jump yet. I think it's time for an exterior collisions test, just to see if I'm missing anything. For those of you not in the know, exterior collisions test is basically a Q8 term, where you go throughout the entire external area of the level that you're in, and run along each and every surface to see if you fall out of the world. It's also a really great way for just discovering content in RPGs. At this point, it should be open? Okay. That's the gummy hanger. Is that the door? That looks like a door. Oh, that's a lot of... Show you this? Follow Pony Friendship is Magic? Man, I really respect the cultural revolution that caused. Not only that, but like, the whole idea of men being able to embrace feminine stuff. Kinda, oh god damn it. Kinda exploded with that. Like, a lot of acceptance came from it. Next month, Infinity Train. Releases in 60 days. Sadly, this will be the final season because the show got canned. It's doing very well with corporate restructuring sites. Absolutely. Corporate restructuring can basically turn a lot of properties into garbage. Like, one of the things about the Sonic the Hedgehog movie was the fact that, like, corporate said that people wanted it to be more realistic, and then it was kind of like them thinking that they were right for so long that they were proven wrong and they had the surprise Pikachu face. Show's actually pretty good. Yeah, I didn't really get into it, but I do appreciate it. Actually, one of the people who taught me how to animate worked on My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. The other person who taught me how to animate was also an animator on Into the Spider-Verse. So I had some really good teachers. Shout out to Megan and Cody. I don't know if you ever will watch this, but I appreciate what you guys did. Feel bad for the creators because of so much shit. Oh, just straight up. Apparently somebody tried to break into PHX Studios because they were working on the show. It was crazy. Like, it was a security issue and everything. Since I have to start all over again, suggest regaining that level up you lost, and then go for the cast 4, or straight forward if you want. Okay. Will do. Been working on your thoughts on the responsibility of the creator versus the responsibility of the fandom? It's a hard topic to, I guess, tackle, because fandom is so prevalent right now, and part of the reason I don't participate in it is because I find that it just degrades the media for me. It's not that I don't think it's not that I think all fandom is garbage for the media that you're pursuing, but just for me, it kind of hurts my experience. Fandom should be able to voice their concern, but that doesn't mean the creator has to count out for them. Yeah. IT fans have been campaigning for some sort of finale, even though 8 seasons of the movie were the original authors intent. Creator fandom relationships should be, at least semi-friendly. Parent-to-child relationship. In the end, the parent will just have to put their foot down. Yeah, not only that, but like... you don't have to keep the original fan base. And I know that that's a spicy opinion, but like, if you as an author change and your media changes with you, then you should be free to do so as you want and not really have to worry about whether your old fans will stick around for it. Like, it's not your responsibility if people stop liking your stuff. You'll find a new audience. That being said, as a creator, you have no right to complain if your original fan base leaves because you change it too much. It's a very give and take position. I want to go to the corridor? Might be a good idea. At the same time, though, I mean, I got full health. So I'll just do a quick little walk around to see if I missed any treasures. Because I don't think... Yeah, I missed this one. I don't think I can actually get up there just yet. So we'll go this way. Oh, and I missed that one. See, this is why exterior collisions tests are a really good way of navigating RPG content. There we go. We'll see how it goes, Justifies. Good thunder to take those guys out. That was a very lackluster thunder, in my opinion. I think maybe... once I get through here, I'm gonna slot thunder instead of fire. Because fire is feeling kind of underwhelming right now. Yeah. Be a bad enough dude to rescue the queen. Yeah, the guys who are good at rescuing people, they're busy rescuing the president, but yeah, we're cool enough to rescue a queen. And so I was playing Ni no Kuni 2, and I think my favorite part of it was that at the very beginning of the game, I guess spoilers for the opening cutscene of Ni no Kuni 2. But, so the president of a country is going to a conference in a city, and the city gets nuked, and then he, you know, gets evaporated into the, into the Ni no Kuni world. Like, he gets isekai, and it's all like, you play as the president of a country with, like, sophisticated weaponry in this kingdom. Yo! DJXP69, thanks for following. Glad you could find us. But yeah, you play as this guy who, in the fantasy world with mouse soldiers, has gun. I love it. Rescuing the wife of a warrior king is a good way to make connections. Exactly. Gotta worry about your future.
Your Majesty, Queen Minnie will back. You're here.
I really want there to be an edit
Your
of
Royal
this
Highness, did you happen to
where
summon
it's
us?
like anti-mini, where it's like, you're
Where's the
too
king?
late, Donald.
Excuse him. This is your friend Sora. Sora! The king told me all about you in his letters. He said you're a very brave young man.
So, do you know where he is?
I am not a big fan of curled wig Mickey Mouse in the background portrait. I don't think that's a good look for him.
Oh my. So those are the Heartless.
Don't worry, we'll take care of him.
I know I can count on you, Sora. Now there's something I'd like all of you to come and see.
It's a royalty obligation,
Would you
absolutely.
please escort me to the
Also,
audience chamber?
like, on-screen graphic death and murder is placed with children's shows? Oh boy!
I forgot to warn
Have to have
everyone
at
else
least
in the
one
castle
snooty
about
painting?
the danger. We must be sure they're hidden somewhere safe.
Speaking
Okay,
of paintings,
we'll go tell them.
so I have that, like,
We
giant
just gotta
canvas
split up,
print
Donald.
of Gyro Zeppeli.
I'll make sure
that I
that
need to
everyone
get
knows what's
framed.
going on.
I kind of want to have that in the background of every stream once we
Okay, then
move
I'll
away
stay
from the
with the queen.
Kotatsu. I just don't know where to
Alrighty
put
then,
it.
see you later.
The audience chamber, right, ma'am?
Yes, Sora. Let's be on our way.
Wish I could have Gyro's body. Me too, man. Okay. So I think I'm going to slot. Gonna get rid of fire. Whoops. Why aren't you letting me? There we go. That's what I need to change. It was just under my dash and good looks. Yeah, because Blizzard is my Kablamo. And then fire was just like a, get off of me. It looks like thunder is going to be the best way to do it. It's a symptom of network television refusing to design cartoons for a young adult audience. Honestly, yeah. And that's a Western thing. It feels really weird that, like, we're so anal about just not letting young adults enjoy cartoons. Also, I should probably use some of these things that I have. So, AP boost. I think I have a strength boost somewhere too. There it is. Alright. It was great to see Polnareff in Part 5. Still not doing well against time-based enemies, but they could have a Zeppeli there? Mm-hmm. Steven Universe basically only survived because it got insanely popular? Absolutely. Caesar has some little kids, the bloodline lives on. Oh man, I wish. That is the JoJo Eyes of Heaven storyline. Alright, so now I got some stuff to play around with. What should I do? I'm gonna probably not use any of the auto stuff. I'm not gonna equip guard because I'm specifically... Caesar has little siblings? Thank you. Good job. Creators need to retain the rights to their intellectual property. Mm-hmm. Which is why all the teenagers have weep faces nowadays? Absolutely. Alright, what am I gonna add? Aerial sweep sounds pretty cool. I do like fighting in the air. So let's do sweep and dive. Which means I will slot item boost before I slot guard. That is how serious I am about not using guard. That's all well and good. And then I think I also need to swap out I don't think because if I'm playing physical mostly, then Valor Form should have Hero's Quad. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Which I suppose is the exception to your previous rule, reboots and sequels. Mm-hmm. First time I watched 2 episodes of Golden Wind had me confused, but when I rewatched it to get a better understanding, you got and appreciated it. Honestly, a lot of times it just takes a second watch for a lot of media to, I guess, have a better opinion of it. Or at least have your opinion change. There we go. Problem when it comes to media consumers is that they refuse to re-watch, play, read their products, or at least parts to get something. Yeah, even if it's like a delayed rewatch. Like, I think part of the reason that I appreciate Gurren Lagann so much is a mix of my personal attraction to it, and also the fact that I watch it every year. I really wish I had an avenue to stream Gurren Lagann with you guys, like just the movies, so that we could experience that together. Minnie, there's a lot going on here. God damn, Minnie! You got moves.
This way. Heel. This way. Yeah. This way.
There's oh, sorry, I don't immediately understand something, therefore it's bad. Yeah, that... It's like when you tell kids that you need to try something 3 times before you can say that you don't like it.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go.
We did it!
Just one moment.
There's a Jim Carrey film where he plays a very serious character. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, I've heard of that.
As soon as the trouble started, I made sure to seal this room.
Time you never had your heart broken, and watching in misery afterwards, you had a whole new view on it? Yeah, your circumstances can absolutely change the way you perceive media. Didn't like Fooly Cooly at first, originally
Now
dropped at
then,
episode 2, but
shall we?
it nagged me in the back of your head, and now it's your favorite show ever? Yeah! Again, it's like when you're eating broccoli as a kid and you don't like it at first, and your mom's like,
I got
you know, try it 3 times. If you don't like it by the 3rd time, you don't ever have to have it again. And then, like, by the 2nd time, you kind of like it, and by the 3rd time, it's like, wow, broccoli's pretty good. Unless, of course,
This way.
you have parents who decide that they're going to just boil your broccoli and then, I don't know, put butter on it afterwards. That's bullshit. That is a perfect way to ruin food for your children.
This way.
Minnie the strongest of all? Absolutely. Minnie's really pulling her weight.
Let's go. This way.
She's got like an ultra powerful white magic spell.
Yeah. This way.
Never mess with the white mage. Oh boy. Ah. Yeah, I was trying to get to Minnie in order to exploit that, but oh man. Especially in anime, but Western television isn't far behind. People are so wrapped up in getting to the next newest thing.
I got him.
Yeah, I think my impatience kind of caught up with me there.
This way.
Whoops. Okay, good news everyone. I can't
This
heal.
way. Let's go. This way. Let's go.
Mentioned watching Yokohama
This way.
Kaidashi Kiko, and afterwards he liked it a lot. As I went down to put my 10 out of 10 score into an eye, I read the review calling it boring, completely missed the subtext.
This way.
Maybe a bit annoying. Yeah. Well, and I find that I don't look at reviews a lot anymore.
This way.
Mostly because I wouldn't call it lazy, because, you know, they only have so much time to actually watch the media.
This way.
But a lot of times, because of that rush and the, I guess,
Let's go.
the overall way that reviewing stuff works, you just can't get a quality opinion out of it.
This way. Let's go.
That's why there's a review aggregate
This way.
called OpenCritic, where it basically conglomerates reviews based on favorable, unfavorable, and mixed.
This way.
And it doesn't give it like a point or a star review. It just basically states the amount of reviews that have these connotations.
Come on, give me a break.
Nowadays we don't have many reviewers anymore, as in people who will actually consume the media and tell you what it's about. Exactly. Like people, a reviewer will play up until like the first palace of Persona 5, and then be like, I'm done. And I think that's also a culture of like, one thing I don't get is the movement to have video games respect the player's time. And it's like, if you're gonna complain about that, get shorter games. Like,
The room below is called
a long
the
game
Hall of
appeals
the
to a different
Cornerstone.
audience. It doesn't necessarily disrespect the player's
Our
time.
castle has always been safe from
Sometimes I
lords
just
that are
want to
evil,
go pick flowers in a
thanks
game,
to
you
the
know?
Cornerstone of Light, which we keep down there.
God, this feels so out of place. for me.
Cornerstone of Light?
Far Cry 5 and critics lambasted it for having a seemingly far-right message, complained that it didn't explicitly go against it. Game doesn't need or is obligated to say it's bad, since it should be obvious. The villain
This
is
is the
insane.
castle's
Yeah.
cherished cornerstone.
Nikki removes
Oh.
dress like a Yakuza, revealing a cool battle dress and a keyblade
The
in her hand.
thorns, they must be the work of someone
Just,
very evil.
Give Minnie the
I wonder
Yakuza
what this
tattoo.
could
Make her the
mean.
dragon of Disney Castle. Just a baller back tattoo with
No
Mushu on it.
way.
I like passionate 2-hour video essays, as long as they aren't clearly made in bad faith. Love hearing not
What have we
only
here?
analysis, but
If it
personal
isn't
stories
the
of the
wretched
media's effects on
Keyblade
people.
holder and his pitiful
Depends on the intent.
lackeys.
Mhm.
Now you're gonna deal with me.
All in good time. I
Maleficent, you
promise
should be
you'll
happy
able
that
to
you're not here.
partake of
Donald
my
knows how to
vengeance,
cast Zeta
but you
Flare,
must
which is
be
the
patient.
spell that
Just
destroyed
what are you doing here,
Final Fantasy
Maleficent?
XIV and made way for
Queen
Final
Minnie,
Fantasy XIV and Realm
radiant as
Reborn.
always. I'm here on a property venture. I want this castle for my own. However, it's a bit too bright for what I have in mind. I suppose I'll
Well,
just
then contact
have to
your
fill
real estate
every
agent.
room with my personal touch of darkness.
If your video
You'd
is
better
2,
stop
3,
right
or even
now if
4
you
hours
know
long,
what's
split
good
up
for
into
you.
parts.
Ooh, how frightening.
With negative
Very
review,
well.
you can nitpick, but
I'll
that's not
stop.
really a positive alternative
Just
to that.
as soon as the castle belongs to me.
God, one thing that I absolutely respect is a really
Nothing like
good
this has
villain
ever
laugh.
happened
I can't
before.
pull that off. I
looked through
cannot
all
do
the
a
records in the
villain
library, but
laugh.
I couldn't find a single clue.
Oh!
Like,
We should
the
go
closest
ask
thing that I can do
somebody who knows
to a
lots
villain
of
laugh is
stuff
like...
that ain't in any book.
Perfect.
Like, that's
Merlin
the
just
closest
might
thing I
know
can do.
something
Hamill's
about
Joker,
this
absolutely.
mess. Let's ask his advice.
We
People
saw
ask,
him
like,
in
hey
Hall
Carson,
Bastion,
what's your
right?
Yeah,
what's your guy
let's
for the
go.
Joker? Is it Jared Leto? Is it Mark Hamill? Well, sorry. It's always either, like, is it Jared Leto? Is it, Heath Ledger? Those two get tossed around a lot. It's always Mark Hamill for me. Mark Hamill will always be my guy for Joker. Western media villain laughs are dying out, even in Pixar and Disney movies. I think that there's... Like, I think that Western media is moving away from the traditional, like, over-the-top villain. You see it a lot, like... Yeah, specifically from the Arkham games. You see it a lot in, like... Well, Moana didn't have a traditional villain. Jeez. Zootopia didn't? Like... Terranort? Oh, how cute. He named... Oh, shit! For the Joker, Cesar Romero in the Adam West Batman captured the Clown Prince crime version. Should be respected. Guy's loving every minute of it, and so should the Joker. Yeah! No, like, I appreciate every different take on the Joker, because the Joker is such a unique villain in that he's not reliable in his presence. The Joker is made to never have a consistent story, and because of that, everyone's take on the Jokers can be valid. Whether they're enjoyable or not is a different story.
Anybody home?
Like, Suicide Squad Jared Leto Joker...
The castle's in danger.
that wasn't for me. But,
What is
it was
all
a
that racket?
take on Joker, and I think that the
Oh, I thought,
the
oh,
Snyder
it's
Cut
you.
version of it, people are really enjoying. So there could be something
Looks like you've
salvageable
learned a
from
bit since
Jared
the last
Leto's
time I
Joker.
saw you.
Really?
Just the completely different take that Joaquin Phoenix took on Joker.
Where?
Like, oh man,
Inside the castle?
Yup, and Heartless
just want them
too.
to get the
Oh dear.
baby in an actual film. Oh man, Jared Leto is too much of a tryhard. Yeah, honestly, I don't want to just put on direction for that one. I think that Jared Leto just went too hard on it.
Perhaps I'd better just see for myself.
Exactly justifies. Like,
Interesting.
we're Tommy Wiseau's Joker? Oh boy.
What's happening, Merlin?
This is not good. In fact, I'm afraid it's quite serious.
Finds it out and just lets it stuff like, oh hi Bruce.
What's that?
My boy, that is a gateway to a special world. Someone in that world is responsible for what's going on in this castle. Of that, I'm certain.
Oh boy!
We knew we could count on
That
you,
that
Merlin.
design looks pretty familiar.
Then we should go get him.
Wait a moment. The perpetrators must be stopped, of course, but there's something else to do first.
It's amazing that I still feel like
Somewhere
they
in
added
that
Joker
world,
and
there should
Gotham
be
for
another
name
door
values
that's
since it might not
identical
have
to
been
this one.
recognized.
I believe our enemies are
Oh yes, you can have
utilizing
that kind of
door.
take on it.
As long
Personally,
as it
I
remains
think that
open, the castle will be in grave danger.
well, I didn't like
Listen
the
carefully, Sora.
Thomas
You
Wayne
must
twist.
find that
I
door,
think
and
that
when
was
you
just
do,
kind of
lock it
shoehorned in.
with your keyblade.
I think that could be a
Got it.
perfectly reasonable origin for the Joker. Again, the whole point of
Now,
Joker's
one
character
more
is
thing.
that
You're heading
he has an
into a
unreliable
very
origin, so
special
you
world.
can make any take on it, and it could be
While you're there,
valid.
the nature of that world may tempt you to do something dark.
I wouldn't
You
say
must
that
resist
Joaquin
that
Phoenix's
temptation
Joker
at
should
all
be canon
costs.
in anything, though. I don't think
What do you
that
mean?
fits into the mythos
You'll know
for anything that's
soon
currently
enough.
established. But I do
have
like
faith
it
in you,
as
my lads.
a DC Joker film. Josh Keaton was your Spidey, but Yuri is now your favorite? Yeah, he did a really good job in the PS4 Spider-Man. I have a really big respect for Drake Bell's Spider-Man. Just, I don't know. He does really good wisecracks, and the voice really works for the role. Favorite Joker is the one in the black trench coat and the white bird-like mask. Oh, we're in Steamboat Willie?
Hey, look! There's the cornerstone of light!
Listen to this audio! Holy shit!
What's going on? Everything's black and white.
Oh my god, this is amazing! I love it!
Deja vu?
Really? Have you been here before?
Hey, you! Seen any bad guys around here?
Nope.
Why, I oughta...
Why I oughta.
Nah, I don't have time
Drake
to
Bell
waste
was
on
great as
folks
Teen
like
Spidey.
you,
Yeah.
So I guess I'll go easy on ya.
Mickey wasn't always the
Well,
king of this
there's
world.
our villain.
Exactly. One thing I really appreciate about Spider-Man is that his story is being told in different phases. Like, a teen Spider-Man is a fun ride, a college Spider-Man is a fun ride, and, like, a post-university career Spider-Man is a fun ride. Look at these visuals. It's kinda interesting. I don't think I'm a fan of the fact that it has color, but it was a good call to make it more readable. And the fact that they muted the colors definitely helps keep that in. Yeah, and all the audio's 1920s-ish. It's great. Not only that, but Steamboat Willie becomes public domain next year if Disney doesn't get their way. I think Holland plays Peter Parker Spider-Man the best, but I think Maguire had the best films, except Spider-Verse. Oh yeah. Spider-Verse just in general, I think is my favorite Spider-Man movie so far. But I don't know if it's fair to put it up against the live-action movies, just because it's different media. They could do certain shots only in animation. Don't really like the Raimi films. As Spider-Man, he didn't really get the smart-ass remarks, which is what Garfield got right. Yeah, I like how Garfield played the role. I think Tom Holland and Andrew Garfield are my favorite Spider-Men, and I think that while the story was a bit better as a cohesive whole in the Raimi stuff than Amazing Spider-Man, Holland's Spider-Mans are really enjoyable, but I think that they rely a bit too much on the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It really does not feel like he can stand alone yet, and I really hope that Spider-Man 3 doesn't exacerbate that. Spider-Man 2 is just poor man's Kiki.
You got some kind of bone to
I
pick
dig Tom
with
Maguire,
me?
but they had him
More
as
than
just the
one.
suffering hero, which He is in the comics, but he dealt with the humor up in Wazoo.
Huh?
That's why I'm really excited for No Way Home.
What's that for?
If they get Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire back. I was actually able to replicate this audio effect in Audacity by using the graphic equalizer. I used to use it because my microphone on my laptop, it's a laptop microphone, so it sucks. But if I use this effect, it makes it sound like I meant for it to sound that way.
Who are you? You new around here?
Cut the act.
Whoa!
So you're saying he's a man?
You know,
And a spider?
something
Like some sort of
doesn't seem
Spider-Man?
quite right here. Are you sure you're Pete?
Well, of course
I want
Pete.
a movie about
I'm
the
the
Spider-Man
captain of
who's literally a
steamboat.
sentient
Don't
colony of
stop
spiders.
bothering me, see?
Andrew Garfield is
hit the
great as
road.
Spidey. Kinda is, Peter.
I gotta go
I can
find the
respect
little
that.
runt what stole my boat.
Andrew both
course,
Garfield and
maybe we made
Spider-Verse,
a
Gwen
mistake.
Stacy,
I'm
first love
starting to think
interest.
the same thing.
All right, now
He
I'm
hasn't even
done.
called any Heartless.
Sorry we attacked you like that,
I
Captain
appreciate
Pete.
that they went for
yeah? Well,
the
if
Gwen
you're
Stacy
really
route
sorry, then
in
go
the
find
Andrew
my
Garfield
steamboat.
Spider-Man movies.
Yes, sir.
Oh, my hickey back.
Honestly, though, hear me out here. They get Andrew Garfield back for Deadpool 3. Andrew Garfield is the Deadpool 3 Spider-Man. Can we all agree on that? Kingdom Hearts lore has this world of timeless river, and Merlin in general can bend the rules of space-time and time travel. Where they casted a cat, but good choice nonetheless. Can't believe just how many times that Spider-Man said that he hated Mondays in The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Timeless River was a really good choice of name for this world. I also like the rubber hose look for the models. Didn't stop them from fucking up the night when Stacy died? Yeah. We're gonna make this web be like a hand reaching out, and it's gonna look great.
Hey,
I
look!
think that's why,
There's the cornerstone of life.
like I like the acting but not the direction in The Amazing Spider-Man.
What's going on? Everything's black and white.
Like, it felt that they did a good job despite the correction. Imagine watching
Really?
Steamboat Willie and just some
Have you
anime
been
dude
here
appears out of
before?
nowhere. Yeah. What does it mean? Shoehorning 3 villains again? Yeah. Technically also Tokusatsu, Spider-Verse 2, they had it in the comics. Japanese Spider-Man with his mecha Leopardon. Oh man. You know what? Just because we're talking about Spider-Man right now, I'll give you guys a freebie. Biru no tanima no kurayami ni Spider-Man. Kiratori hiraku ikari no me Spider-Man. Yasugari sutete subete wo aku o oete sora. Yes, jeez. No, it was Yasuragi sutete subete wo sutete 悪を出て空かける Change Leo Pardon 君はなぜ戦い続けるの命をかけて一筋に無敵の男スパイダーマン There we go. And I even spent the shark ones. Oh, and also a hydrate. Cheers. Oh, god damn it. And another one. Okay. Oh, you mean, Spider-Man, radioactive Spider-Man, Spider-Blood, radioactive Spider-Blood. No, that was, that was the 90s Spider-Man. I am not a fan of 90s Spider-Man, to be completely honest. God, that was 60s Spider-Man, right? That was, Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Spins a web any size, catches thieves just like flies. Look out, here comes the Spider-Man. Is he strong? Listen, bud, he's got radioactive blood. Can he swing from a thread? Take a look overhead. For him, life is a great bit hang. God damn, I choke on the last part of that. Here, let's look up lyrics. In the chill of night, at the scene of the crime, like a streak of light, he arrives just in time. Spider-Man, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, wealth and fame, he's ignored. Action is his reward to him. Life is a great big bang up. Whenever there's a hang up, you'll find the Spider-Man. Thank you for redeeming your shark coins, Pepper Shaker. I'm glad that we could stay on brand by doing Disney songs. That's right. All of the Spider-Man themes are now Disney songs, in the same league as Gaston and Stranger Like Me. Hey, Clarabelle Cow. Okay, is this a minigame world then?
Fire!
Gee, he seems kind of different somehow.
Come on, we've got to help him.
Oh jeez, this is not a minigame. Oh god, is that a cartoon car Heartless? Damn. Oh, you are cruising for a bruising, mister. Oh, I'm cruising for a bruising. Oh, thanks for the heals, Donald. Of course, Spider-Man is a menace, and we shouldn't be singing his praises. Absolutely not. Yeah, I'm healing. Okay, you fucking know what. Okay, good talk, everyone. We didn't protect the building. Let's try this one. Said that for most, if not all, the worlds in this game, save for Hercules, hasn't got a Disney live-action beating. I mean, treatment.
Look out!
Oh god, I remember Toontown. Toontown was so fun. It sucked because I could never afford to pay for a subscription, so a lot of the content was locked out for me.
You really saved the day. Now, let's get those heartless.
I really appreciated how the cogs all had, like, different boring job titles as their classes. It was great. The cars, yeah. Oh, damn it, I thought that heal was that. I gotta remember that triangle is the zappies.
Back off. It's over. Take this.
I'm doing pretty well doing this. Say that Inky and the Inky and the Blood Machine was a genius for having talent and twisted version of old school Disney movies. Remember the glitch where you would turn the cabinet and your house against the wall, so when you opened it, you'd end up on the other side of the wall to the void? Damn. I remember that there was a Toontown revival a while back. I don't know if they were allowed to, like, keep it around, but it was cool that they had that chance.
How do you like that?
Also, I'm petitioning for Henry Cavill to be adult Hercules in the live-action remake, since Disney's Hercules is basically just the Superman story. Gargoyles was gonna be canon to Atlantis? Oh man, we were robbed.
You absolute idiot. You've managed to fail at everything. And what's more, you
If anything
foolishly
needs
thought you
live-action
could take my
remakes,
place while I
it's
was
the
away.
forgotten Disney series.
Well, as of now,
Like the Sword in
you're
the Stone, or the Black Cauldron,
Mark my
or
words, there'll be no
Atlantis.
place for you when our time comes. Useless imbecile.
You were working for GameStop during 2019. You had a bunch of sad kids not being
but
able to
I,
find the parts for Disney Infinity. Oh man, I still have like a bunch of the Disney Infinity figures. After the last King Arthur movie, you don't think it's a good idea? Yeah. Again, I think it's more along the lines of a lot of people in the general population don't have any memories of those movies, so they can't fuck it up as badly in the public consciousness. How about the live-action Sorcerer's Apprentice with Nick Cage?
The
Ooh.
town shrunk.
No love for Treasure Planet?
Or do you think maybe we got bigger?
Maybe it's because of the Circle
Hey,
Diamond. I
look
thought
at the
people
toy
liked
cannon.
Treasure Planet more than they actually did for the longest time.
What's he saying?
Count Birth by Sleep as a main Kingdom Hearts game because of its importance before Union
Hey,
Cross was
they're
basically Kingdom
heartless.
Hearts 0. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. This is just a funny joke poll, but you can use your shark coins on it if you want. There we go. Do Giant Donald and Goofy count as kaiju in this specific level?
Yeah.
Are we just having a giant kaiju battle? I think there may be 3. Time between 3 and 4, not counting Dark Road. See, I always found that Kaijin were smaller. Like, you cease being a Kaijin when you increase in size. And then you go into the realm of Kaiju. Which is, like, before Rita makes the monster grow, then they're Kaijin. But when they make the monster grow and they have to fight the mecha, then they are... Kaiju are monsters. They become giant, they are called Dai Kaiju. So naturally they would be Dai Kaijin. Dai being greater big. Okay. So then that begs the question, is Grape Ape Kaiju? Did I do it?
Man, that was weird.
Also, it looks like everyone disagrees with you, Justifies. They absolutely count.
Look, Sora, over there.
Okay.
Oh, for crying out loud.
They could make the original version of Emperor's New Groove. Kingdom of
Okay, I
Light. That would
might
be
have
epic.
messed up now and then, but I'm a lot more things than
I'm
you
all for
think.
them
Why, when I was
revisiting
starting out-
scrap concepts for new movies.
Oh, I miss those good old days. What I wouldn't give to go back in time. What I wouldn't give.
It also answers the questions you've answered 1,000 times, but nobody answers. Is Tetsuo from Akira a kaiju? That's an interesting question. Because he's giant and monstrous, but does he fit the form factor of a kaiju?
Hey, I think that's my...
The Hasbro Rangers movie made Lord Drakon as the villain? That would be interesting, but I think they're going back into the 90s and just doing whatever there. Tetsuo is a human with god powers. Again, I think in terms of kaiju is it giant and is it monstrous? And by monstrous I mean like non-human.
Come on, he needs our help. Oh.
We should petition for Ano to get on this stream so that he can answer us what he believes a kaiju is. Just so that I can say that I had a Japanese director on the stream. Drakon is cool, but stop shoving him down his throats. Yeah, I'll admit, Evil Tommy isn't exactly the coolest concept anymore. Now that's been sort of done to death. Oh jeez, I got destroyed by that. Alright, well let's go to this one then. He wrecks the city and they handle him as they would a kaiju? Okay. Like a game with the Sea Salt Trio in the year between Kingdom Hearts 3 and
he needs our help.
the rest. Where they go to new worlds like The Incredibles, Atlantis, maybe even tying with Scott Pilgrim. Does Disney own Scott Pilgrim? Hold on. Yeah, Scott Pilgrim was Universal, I think. I'll accidentally just bookmark the article for Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Yeah, and I don't think they have the rights to the comics either. I'd appreciate, like, I'd appreciate what they could do with Marvel and Star Wars in Kingdom Hearts, but I don't know if it would land very well.
Oh?
Procedural drama of Power Rangers SPD? That would be pretty interesting. I have heard that SPD was one of the better seasons.
Fascinating. This appears to be a portal to the past.
Yeah, it was the strangest.
When it comes to my inner demons,
Stop gawking.
I do not try to battle them. Instead, I simply
Thinking of a
ponder,
way we can
are they
use it
kaiju?
to our advantage.
Okay.
Now, perhaps I could give you one
Yeah,
more
from what I
chance
hear,
to redeem
SPD was one of the
yourself.
best seasons of
Thank
Power
you,
Rangers.
thank you. You can count on me.
I don't think I'll
So
go
what
back
do I
and
do?
rewatch it,
Patience, my dear.
but I can
What have we
appreciate that.
here? Well, if it isn't the cornerstone
You know
of
what was
life,
fantastic, though? That had no right to be? The 2017 Power Rangers
from
movie.
those fools
I
who will
had
have to
no
proceed with
expectations
the
going
utmost
into
of
it.
care.
And, like, aside from some heavy-handed product placement with Krispy Kreme, like, everything was done with so much class, and it was just really, really well done. Blasphemous heathen. Listen, justifies. I will die on this hill with King Arthur. The 2017 Power Rangers movie was a very well done film, and I really enjoyed it. They took the concepts that they wanted to present, and they didn't rely too heavily on the original media, and let all the characters stand on their own. Didn't King Arthur have a child with his sister? I don't know the King Arthur mythos enough to comment on that, but I do know that in Fate, Merlin did some weird stuff with Arturia and let her be the father of Mordred, which was interesting. I don't think I want to go into that on a Kingdom Hearts stream specifically. Maybe on the Guilty Gear stream, but doesn't have the same feeling if I'm doing it in cartoony world Kingdom Hearts. To be fair, in Deca Ranger, their morphers contacted the Galaxy Supreme Council and they judged them worthy of death penalty. Dang. Okay, well, I guess I have to do the car level. I don't suppose I'll... Okay, it's gonna let me explore. Let's just, let's ignore the car level as much as we can. Let's let's have some fun exploring the Timeless River. Time Force is your second favorite? Time Force is definitely my favorite season of Power Rangers that I've watched. Interestingly enough, it was also my last season of Power Rangers that I watched. I kind of fell out of it after it was done. I even have the DVD box set of Time Force. Some say she was a normal, though conniving woman. Some say she was half fairy, and thus named LeFay. That's just the appeal. Others had her repent her evil ways, though unfortunately after birthing Mordred, and even helps send King Arthur to Avalon. Okay. Well, I guess I have to do it.
Fire!
Oh.
Come on, he needs our help.
God damn, that's... Okay, okay. I'm gonna have to actually pour from my thing for this one, because that's like 3 hydrates. Also, how's it going, Andy? Thanks for popping by. As you can see, I'm in the past. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Still playing Fall Guys? Oh, I hope that's going well for you. I know that you're enjoying the new season, so won a couple times in squad mode? That's good. Hearing that the earliest canon for King Arthur was a simple text that said King Arthur and Mordred fought at this battle? Okay. Megaforce and me just why? Yeah. They spent a lot of their budget on Shikanger and they got crappier effects for Osager. Yeah. Looking at those seasons, I think part of the reason I didn't watch them was because it did look amazing. Man, you know, if I wasn't gonna die on the hill of not blocking, this fight would probably go easier. God, those cars! Okay, you know what? This is a job for Valor Form. I don't even care anymore.
It's over. It's over. This is it.
Did I lose? I lost. Okay. Kamen Rider Geo, Power Rangers Megaforce, and Digimon Cross Wars anniversary seasons, where they had their predecessors come fight with them, and they all suck. Part of it's the fact that they have to have the budget for older actors, and some of them have moved on for like better stuff. Like, I was so surprised that they got Sota Fukishi for Heisei Generation's final, I believe. Just because of how established he was. Like, he was filming Bleach at the time. Like, say what you will about that movie, but it's a prolific role. Squad mode is really fun. We all get to win and fail together. That's good. I think that's part of what I was hoping that Fall Guys would get. Is just a sense of if you're with your friends, then you all win if you win. Down Thunder is your number one? Okay. I think that's another one that I didn't end up watching. Oh, hey, Goofy leveled up. That's right, we're gonna draw all of this over here so that nobody touches the house. Oh, just please die, car. Thank you. Hey, gotta hydrate when I want. For Cross Wars, they got the voice actors. This is before JP Sora's voice, tragic death. But they came in for the last 3 or 4 episodes. Their one big fight had slightly below average animation.
That takes care
and
of
in the
that.
end, they just existed to be turned into a power-up for the annoying main character. That's sad. You'll get to play to your strengths so you can get really good teamwork. That's great! I really love when you can just get your
Listen
friends
well.
together
On
and
the other side of this
you
portal,
know
they're
who can
about
handle
to
what.
begin
It really
construction
helps.
on that wretched castle. But until then, their treasured cornerstone of light lies unguarded, with all
Yeah,
of
once
its
they
power
swapped to New
still
Zealand, it looked like
contained.
the live-action scenes...
cornerstone
Well, not the live-action scenes.
light.
The,
Yes.
like, the
that
out-of-costume
cursed
scenes
sphere
got
is
better.
The very thing that prevents us from entering the
You ever learn that a piece
castle.
of media you loved when you were younger is still
You
ongoing
know
and is
what must
completely
be
different?
done? Go then.
So that
Time
happened
to
with
prove
the
your
Canadian
worth.
classic
And
reboot.
don't dare
They
to
got a
fail me
reboot,
again.
and it was very bad. Catch you later, Pepper Shaker. Thanks for popping in. And thanks for the hydrate. Why Power Rangers that asks if the Rangers are actually helping? Oh man, that would be fun.
That's it. I just gotta smash that cornerstone.
Yeah,
to
this world was
smithereens.
fantastic, Justifies. I really enjoyed it. It really hit me.
But first, I gotta go get
I'll
my
expect you to go
old
murder a
boat
bunch of people in
back.
single elimination maps. Yeah.
It
Not only
was
that,
the
but you can,
apple.
Still, something doesn't seem right.
You can really help in other matches
Even
too,
that
because
hero
you're a
had kind
force
an
of
attitude,
destruction,
but
Andy.
He didn't seem like a bad
You
guy.
prevent the other team from doing stuff. While everyone else can focus on, like, achieving the goal.
Now that castle's as good as ours.
That's the Pete we know. Oh no!
I think you could explore that concept,
The
Daybreak fan.
cornerstone's gone.
Like,
They're
if
gonna fill the castle with
if the
darkness.
villain
We
is
gotta
providing a
hurry.
service to the world while undermining a core
Hey,
concept
hold
of it.
it right there.
Kind of like in Persona 5,
No
how
way,
the
Paul
main
Wright.
villain of the
I
game
finally
is
found the
arguably
big
stagnation.
thief what stole my
Where,
speedboat.
like, the majority of the world want to be safe and
Right,
comfortable,
me.
but that
No
halts
one
progress,
like me,
and as the
just
Phantom Thieves,
somebody
you have to
who
undermine
looks
that.
like me.
If the Power Rangers had a
which
season like
is
that,
it?
where, like, they're doing what's good for the world, not what's popular for the world, and they question themselves because people are actively against them, that would be really fun. There was one episode where they wanted to use Robot Rangers. Oh, that's right. Oh, I should probably not be in Valor form anymore. Gotta save that bar. Alright, well, I took care of all the minigames. What do you have to say about that, Clarabelle? Aw. Thank you for, worrying about me. What about you? Harold? I don't remember the horse's name.
Wait! Shut up! Your future's on the line, Pally, so back off and give me the boat!
No, he fucking
After
destroyed
him.
his past self. I wish I could confront my past self like that.
You mugs couldn't follow me if you wanted to. Later, losers!
Oh, okay, this is a reaction kind of
Later,
deal.
losers!
I get it. Kingdom Hearts, so far I've had one-on-one interactions. The only one unhooded. Yeah, with Demix.
You mugs couldn't follow me if you wanted to. You mugs couldn't follow me if you wanted to.
Zigbar, Demix, and Zelda. I'm sure gonna show this box what for. Doing the Sokovia Accords with Rangers, like asking if the Rangers' presence is a welcoming oh, like if having Power Rangers is a detriment because it welcomes villains. That's an interesting concept. Marluxia, Larcene, Zexion, and Vexen were offered in Chain of Memories. Or, sorry, were offed. I want to replay Chain of Memories, but I kind of want to find my copy of the GBA one. Honestly, I think it could be implemented. More as a one-off. Like, I don't know if they could attach it to the overarching thing, but I think it would be kind of like how Amazon's is a dark story in its own continuity. I think it could work. Or like Akiba Ranger. Didn't really like Kamen Rider Amazons? That's fair, but I personally find that they did the concept well. Of a grungier, darker Kamen Rider season. That plays on horror. How's it going, Aaron? I'm glad that you guys are doing well in squad mode for Fall Guys. Yeah, screw off, Pete. You suck.
Donald, we'll come back for it later.
Pete's heading for the doorway.
I don't know. I welcome experimenting with different media. Like, you know, just because you might not need a darker, edgier season of a show doesn't mean that you shouldn't be allowed to experiment with it. Just give it the ability to see if it can succeed, you know? Imagine if Past Pete met Future Pete and was like, oh good, I get fat. Imagine if one of these Petes met Goof Troop Pete and found out that he had a son. I'm sorry I can't offer you my cat, Aaron, but he has escaped me. Oh, jeez. Pete, you could just stop hitting me for a second. I can help you. There we go. Yeah, I can redirect him. Man, I rock at aerial combos now. I'm so glad that I slotted those things in instead of blocking. Quote Jeff Goldblum. You spend too much time thinking what you could do, you don't stop thinking what you should do. Yeah, but if we don't challenge those, then we don't progress anywhere and we stagnate. If you don't challenge the norm, then you just end up with you get the same thing all the time and you can't grow. Just because a season of something sucks doesn't mean you hate the rest of the series. Say that if it's inevitable, though? That isn't the case? No, but at the same time, can you say with a straight face that if you don't challenge the norm, you still can progress? Like, you don't introduce anything new into what you're trying to do. Some things you probably shouldn't bother with? Yeah, but you'll never know the answer, I guess. We're gonna disagree on this on a fundamental level, and I'm not going to argue with you on that because I know I won't be able to change your mind. I mean, I'd argue that if they were able to make it well, then again, you don't know unless you try. What harm is there? I guess is what I'm saying. It's my move cancellation. Maybe it's because I don't like losing. Not only that, but I'm not trying to change minds.
It serves you right. Ow, 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 ow.
Treat because of the win? Smokey!
Yeah, and payout.
I got really lucky and my cat was like right here. Thanks, Hanson, for the treat redemption. Because of the win. When I win, Smokey wins. Yeah, I don't get into debates or arguments if I
tell me what's been going on here? Who was that creep anyway?
if I'm not passionate enough about it.
That
Yeah, you guys won too.
Sora, that's a secret.
Could still be classified as natural
What
enemies,
kind
which
of
doesn't mean we
secret?
can't be friends.
Oh,
It's weird like
never
that.
mind.
No, fair enough.
Sorry I put you guys through all that trouble.
Just because, like,
And to show you
perceptions
my
of something's
appreciation,
challenged doesn't
I'll
mean,
let you
like, you
pilot
can't
my
like a
steamboat.
person or
Best little
get on
craft
well
on
with
the
them.
river. My deckhand Mickey's late anyways.
You can agree in some points and disagree in other points, and as long as they're not core concepts of your character, then chances are you could probably make a relationship work. Oh man, that was really cute. Really cool. The music is fantastic too. Absolutely.
Guess we should head back.
Donald.
We're not changing the past, Donald. That's a good Keyblade since it boosts HP and MP restoration via items. Okay.
The thorns have disappeared.
By George, the lads have accomplished their mission.
Let's have an
Good
acorn
job.
feast
Now
to
to
celebrate.
go into the past and go up Thanos' butt and explode him from the inside. That's how we win, right? We just do that, but with
Because of
Ansem?
your bravery, the castle is safe and protected again. Thank you so much for
Or I guess
all you've
Xehanort?
done. Good work, you guys.
Now, boys, I hope you didn't do anything reckless while you were there.
Of course not.
Donald tried, but we stopped him. As a Heartless, Ansem would just reform? Yeah. No, you gotta go straight for Xehanort.
Who?
Daisy is Donald's very special sweetheart.
Really?
Oh, she Angie.
Donald, you forgot about our date again. You'd better have a good excuse this time.
I think saving the world is a good excuse.
I know it's an important mission, but you could at least check in every once in a while.
Where have I heard that voice before?
Donald?
Just be a minute. Going somewhere?
Tress McNeil. What was she in?
Oh, look.
She was in Cinderella too. Dreams do come true. She was Charlotte Pickles in Rugrats in Paris the movie. Donald Zipperhat is really cool. I completely agree with you. What else was she in? I know that voice from somewhere. God damn it, it's bothering me now. She was Cullen... There it is!
Daisy, we need
Seymour
Donald for
Skinner's
just a little
mom.
longer.
How much longer?
In The Simpsons.
Well, I'll be back soon, Daisy.
And she was Babs!
Don't you worry, Queen
Babs
Millie.
Bunny from Tiny
We'll
Toon Adventures.
return.
Please tell the king that we're still looking for him.
I will. See you soon.
Think wisely.
Yeah, and I would have also known it from Futurama and Dot. Man. Ooh, Wisdom Form. Next world is minigame 1. We're going to Atlantis? Okay. Or we could go to the Pirates of the Caribbean world. Just go straight for Jack Sparrow. Ooh, what's over there? Splash Isle. Is that going to be like the Pinocchio world? No, that's Atlantica. No, that's absolutely Atlantica. Donald was missing in action for a year? Yeah. So, I completely agree that Daisy... Oh, I can see it coming, justifies. I remember it being kind of odd in Kingdom Hearts 3. But, we'll find out about that next week. And a bad Jack Sparrow impersonator? Maybe that's why he was Krabs in Kingdom Hearts 3. They just didn't want to deal with that again. I'm gonna miss Johnny Depp. Like, he got the short end of the stick on his entire deal right now. And I don't think I'm gonna be watching future Pirates of the Caribbean movies without him in it. Or really anyone that dumped Johnny Depp. See you Odin's Day for Guilty Gear or Kamen Rider? Yeah, so let's see here. Yeah, so 31st is going to be Guilty Gear, 3rd is going to be Kamen Rider. I have to do some homework and actually beat Memory of Heroes so that we can do New Game Plus and have a Burakawami and... catch you later, Daybreak fan. Thanks for popping in. And Fang Joker. I'm so far in the game that I may as well beat it and do New Game Plus on the stream. But I'm really excited for that. I don't know if I'm going to reslot Pokemon Yellow. I still want to do it, so it might be a good idea to maybe do like a Friday stream or something. We'll see how it works. Aside from the obvious combos, do you like Gata Kiriba? Gata Kiriba is one of the most fun combos to play as in Memory of Heroes. Like, straight up. It feels so good to play as. But yeah, we'll see that on Saturday, and maybe get hyped for a surprise Friday stream. I'm not 100% sure, but maybe. Catch you later, everyone.